Well, very good morning, everyone. It's George Bairuthi here from FS Securities, giving you the market report for Thursday morning, the 14th of April, 2022. We start with what happened overnight. We see that the Wall Street was up 1%, S&P 500 was also up by 1.1%, and the Nasdaq had a good day with 2% rise. In New York, BHP was up 1.4%, and RIA was up 1.8%. It's interesting that iron ore went down by 2.2% to 151 US per ton, down from 154.8 the day before. In Europe, Stoxx 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, was down 0.1% on the back of the Frankfurt DAX, down 0.3%. However, in London and in Paris, the markets were slightly up. The futures this morning are indicating that the market most likely will open 17 points higher. Let's see what happened overnight, when the market opened this morning. Well, we put the chart on the XJO. We can see that the market was up and went up by 45 points, a lot higher than what the futures indicated, and continues to go higher. It's interesting that the parabolic stop and reverse, that is the dots above the candles, happen to be above the candles, which actually are bearish. However, the stochastic is also almost somewhere between bearish and neutral. And MACD is bearish, the blue is below the red, RSI is neutral, and DMI is bullish. So anyway, we'll see how the volume is. We go back to the report, and as a matter of interest, I want to show you the volume for the last few days. We go here to other chart. You see here that even though yesterday 42% of all stocks went higher, the volume continued to drop. It looks like the buyers and the sellers are away for the Easter holidays. However, if you look at collectively, these are daily advances versus declines. If you look at the weekly, 2 weeks in a row, we find that the red indicating declines exceed advances for 2 weeks in a row. So it will be interesting to see how the volume is actually today, one day before Easter. All right, let's go back to our report, and we go back to the offshore updates. Interesting that the Australian dollar, 74.5, almost the same as the day before. And gold is up 0.5% to 1976.7 US per ounce. Brent crude oil up nearly 4% to $109 US. And US Texas crude oil 3.6% higher to 104 US per barrel. Bitcoin 41,100, just a bit higher than the 39,300 the day before, and that converts to approximately 55,200 Australian dollars, above the 53,600 yesterday morning. Let's have a look at the stocks with extra volume. Nothing in the top 50 on the bullish side. On the bearish side, we've got ResMed, Aristocrat. Aristocrat, by the way, 2 days in a row has been declining, and the volume yesterday was 2.1 million transactions against the 50-day moving average for volume over 50 days, which was 1.9. So actually the volume yesterday is 1.1 times the moving average over 50 days. James Hardie, nearly 3% yesterday, and the volume was almost the same as the average, moving average. On the mid cap, Red 5, 2 days in a row rising, 1.2% price rise, and the volume has been nearly 3 times the moving average over 50 days, which is only 6 million transactions, and yesterday was nearly 17 million. As I mentioned, 3 times as much. So we're going to have a look at Red 5. SSR Mining, it's the first time we see it. The price was up 1.5%, and the volume, actually a small volume, 46,000, not highly traded. We don't know what the fair value is. Going back to Red 5, the fair value is 34 cents, and at the moment it's trading around 42 cents. So it's maybe overpriced, overrated. Okay, let's go to the last section of our presentation, the most active stocks. Sayona, 15% up yesterday to 35 cents. Lake Resources, 11.4. The fair value almost the same as the price. The fair value for Sayona is nearly 38 cents. So maybe it's got a little bit more to go for it. And we've got AVZ Minerals, 11.2%. Core Lithium, 11.1%. Paladin, nearly 10%, and so on. If you want a copy of this full report, I can send it to you by email. You can only do, all you can do is actually write to us at george@fssecurities.com.au. FS stands for full service. george@fssecurities.com.au. Or you can call me on my phone 0411 25 9526, and in Australia is 61. You don't need the 0. For overseas callers, 61 411 25 9526. Happy trading and make some money.